Let's go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the YGG SPL podcast, Into the Splinterlands. My name is RoguePatton. I am joined, as always, by my co-host, Mr. Damour.
Hello, everybody. How's it going out there in the Splinterverse?
Oh, man, I think we're hanging in there. And then my guild leader, Sir Legacy. Welcome, buddy.
What were you eating, Damour? That's the big question.
Tea.
You eat your tea.
Nah, he was licking his fingers.
I had to. Well, I spilled a little bit as I put my cup down in a rush. So that's what I was looking for.
Sure, he's over there stuffing his face with cupcakes.
Yeah, cupcakes. It's a day of celebration. Yeah, no, just kidding.
In the house with the dollar signs. Ooh,
what's going on,
somebody's playing the market, right? It seems.
Well, I tell you what, there's definitely not a lot of things. I mean, unless you're a bear, right, and you know how to do bear things. And
Look, I mean, people out there that I tend to follow say buy the blood in the streets, right? This is the time to actually make the money when everything is down, not on the other side. So, yeah,
it's an interesting time because I've only been in crypto for a year, right? So days like today off the back of a day like yesterday, just like compounding this over 24 hours, like this has been a very interesting day.
It's fine.
And like you pair it with just generally where we've been as a community in Splinterlands for like the last month with rapid fire products and recently rapid fire proposals and change, market crash. Oh my goodness, is anybody else's head spinning right now?
Yeah, it is. The amount of things that are happening in our game and out there in the market is astounding, actually. It's almost too much to wrap your head around in such a short period of time,
Yeah, it's chaos in the market, yes. Thanks, Nate. You unleashed Chaos Legion outside of just the Splinterverse, and now it's like wrecking everything. Jeez, creative director. Anyway, but yeah, it's interesting, like from this perspective, because I look at the general situation that's happening right now, and these are moments where like everything feels bad. Everything feels really bad. And one of the things that, we do as a family is, every night at dinner, like we say one thing that we're grateful for in that day to get in that mindset of like, not everything is as bad as the worst day can make it seem, right? There's always something to hang your hat on. There's always something. And so I figured like we would spend an hour here just talking about the things that we're grateful for today, in this Splinterverse, in whatever you got going on right now. Like, what are we grateful for today? Also, in the chat, let us know, what are you grateful for today? And we'll talk about it, hash it out, and hopefully by the end of this podcast, we'll all feel a little bit better, that it ain't all doom and gloom out there, and that we're actually in a really good spot. And everyone should feel very grateful that we're in this position, that we are here to experience this, because it's a crazy time. Legacy, you have been doing some crazy stuff today. Maybe that's something you're grateful for? What you been doing today?
Yeah, I just been buying the GLG token and waiting to stake, and staking's up, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so staking is now up on the GLX token, right?
Yeah, you just can't really see the numbers yet. You could just basically stake it.
Yeah, so just looking on Hive Engine right now, because you had mentioned it, that it was up like 120%, and I'm like, that's not possible. Like we're in crypto crash. Nothing doubles in price during the crypto crash. Well,
I stand corrected.
I guess.
Well,
It's
it's
like-
such low supply right now that anything makes it move, and it's, you know what I mean. So it's like,
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest factor. The fact that there isn't so many coins going around, right?
yeah.
So
Yeah, look at
if
these,
somebody
look at
buys
these
$100,
candles. Look at this robust history.
yeah, I mean it's
Well,
nothing.
it just started trading a couple days ago.
That's what I'm saying. This is just,
Uh,
look at this
Look at that
vast.
solid red candle, like that
Look at this.
great.
If there's
Red
any coin
green.
that can handle crypto crash, it's
After
this
Sound,
one.
bro. After Sound got one off for like $1 or some shit like that.
That's
I think
what he
I
was
put him
saying.
up
He was
for
the
a buck.
first trade.
Timber says, I'm grateful every day that I'm still alive in this cruel world.
Yeah, amen, brother. I mean, because as long as you're here, you can do something about it. You know what I mean? As long as you're here, there's a change that you can make every day. You know, so 100%. You know, every day I'm on 2 feet on the ground instead of under the ground. Yeah, let's go. Let's make a difference. But yeah, looking at this, it was crazy because I saw this yesterday, and this was going for 0.05 hive or something like that. So this is really more of like a 4x.
Sorry, I fell. Whatever.
That
Fell
sounds
out
painful.
your chair, huh?
So shocking.
Because yeah, if I remember right, this was like 0.05 hive yesterday. I feel like it was 3 cents, but then hive was probably twice the price that it is now.
Yeah, that is true.
Hive is also tanked. Yeah, I mean, most of our coins have.
Yeah.
I think there are very few coins that are.
Being X,
going-
bro. Binary X, bro. I'm telling you, there's something up with that one, bro. Didn't tank it all, bro. It actually went up like a couple bucks. I was like,
Dude,
fun.
it's hilarious. They've been hold on, let me see if I can bring up, like, they've had a couple pretty good memes in their Discord lately that they've been posting on Twitter. Where are these things
So
at?
who does the binary X coin? I don't really know that one. What is it?
It's the cyber chest. I mean, I haven't really got into the.
Oh, okay.
This one. This
I
one.
got
God.
ya.
Dude, like, I mean, it's
Alright.
crazy how they just don't move, bro. Like, nothing's happening. They got some holders or something.
Interesting.
Phoenix, man.
Yo, I advocated in the Discord to get the buy-ins for less than 1,000 gold, bro, because I was like, I don't want to spend $27 every time I'm trying to just play, like, you know what I mean? Because you get like 50 free heroes, like everyone gets the same heroes in the lobby and the skills and stuff, and it's basically just like skill at that point. And then you know, the payout goes from like first to fourth place. Like fourth place just gets your money back, and then third gets, you know, a little more. But I was like, let's get one at 500 gold, let's get one at 250, let's get one at 100, you know, like why do we got to do 27? Let's do some dollar games. That would be fun.
Yeah, they got so yeah, they're basically binary X or what is it again? Yeah,
No, you got
binary
it.
X. They're like they're essentially what Splinterlands is doing, where they're gonna like be this game company on the Hive blockchain. Like Binary X is like trying to be the game company on BNB, right, on the Binance chain.
I see
'Cause,
a
like,
future
what-
where places like Gala, like Binary X, like
Yeah.
Splinterlands are the future game companies. They will be the big names, the Blizzards, the Ubisoft, the whatever. If those old dinosaur companies don't change their ways, they're going to go to the way of the dinosaur, and these guys will be the ones who take their place.
Yeet.
It's like 2
sorry.
bucks again.
Sorry, this is supposed to be a happy stream. This is one of those things where, like, from the outside looking in, I'm like a Twitter beef.
No,
tank
that's
this?
that's really not what it
I know
was.
it's not. But it was Twitter that fueled this because of the sharing
It made them the
of
trigger, yes,
Yeah.
certainly.
like using Twitter as the form of like spreading the leak, and then like just literally, oh man, I'm like, jeez, one leaked document is like, wow, that is amazing. And it's amazing how quick this happens too.
Well, it's also amazing how these exchanges keep taking leverage and doing all this dumb shit. Like, if you run an exchange, why don't you you're just making so much anyway. You don't gotta be so damn greedy, you know?
See,
It's
that's the thing.
crazy. Just like, it's like, wow. I mean, I know you want to offer like good APR and stuff for staking, but you can still do that. Like, decent APR, way better than, you know, the normal shit you would have at the bank, even if you're just offering, you know, maybe like 10% max, 9% max. You don't have to go all out crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's still good.
Honestly, it's funny, like that BNX man meme. That's kind of like, I don't know, that's how I feel playing Splinterlands. I mean, like, clearly, none of my Splinterlands coins are doing well. Like, they're not immune. These are some pretty sharp drops. But, like, at the end of the day, like, look at these Rift Watcher packs, like the card pack. It only lost, I mean, I would argue it didn't even really lose anything. 479 was about where it was before the DEC pump. Like, this has been a pretty steady price for Rift Watcher packs. Chaos Legion is still higher than it was before. Like, so the card value hasn't followed this trend yet, right? Like, I know the cards end up being like a delaying factor eventually. Like, these usually follow in like a week or two, right, of what the coins do.
I think we're pretty insulated on that. I mean, aren't we?
I would like to think so, because
we're in our
It's
bubble.
stable.
Because
It's really stable.
at the end of the day, like today, I still played Splinterlands. Like yesterday, I still played Splinterlands. The game didn't change.
Tomorrow I'll still play.
Tomorrow, I'll still play Splinterlands, right? Like, heaven forbid, you know, I will still.
Some of us will. Some of us will.
But like,
Others, I'm not so sure about.
it's like it's one of those situations where it's like like when I created the hashtag play with your bags, like this is literally why I made that hashtag. Was in that last crypto crash when we like super tanked from, I don't know, 28 down to something, maybe, I don't know, Bitcoin was on another crash, and I was just like, man, I don't like, whatever, I'm playing Splinterlands. That this is my crypto exposure, and I'm happy here. Like, I feel insulated from all the BS out there and playing this game, you know, because that this doesn't really change the Splinterlands directive, you know, the goal. Like, my goal is to collect these things and get as many of them as possible. It doesn't matter how big this number is that goes with it. Like, I still just need a lot of these things, right? And I'm gonna spend these things to get these things. Like, it's all just here. So like, if
It's all just
goes,
things.
yeah, they all just go up and down. Like, this is my game. Like, I'm playing and getting stuff in the game and buying stuff in the game, and it's all retaining its value. Like, we talk about asset appreciation. I'm grateful I'm playing a game that retains some sort of value and has liquidity. Like, there's so many games that I've played in my life that have like zero liquidity or return, or like I've bought $60 video games and had to like sell them to GameStop for $15. You know, that's the kind of like,
You should have took the store credit and got 18.
you right. But like, I mean, cash is cash. But like, at the end of the day, like, that's normal gamers are used to like not getting anything back for the games that they play, right? So that's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for this ecosystem, that I'm playing a game that is liquid and is worth something and allows me to continue to progress even in a bear market. It doesn't change. It's absolutely wonderful. Damour, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful for the community that I've joined.
Great.
I'm grateful for enjoying this game, right? Unlike many players out there, I am still enjoying ranked play. Sure, to a lesser degree than, I think there could be some improvements, some things that could, make it better. I am enjoying tournaments. I am enjoying the brawls. And I'm making money, like you said. I am earning on the daily. Since I've started tracking, I'm sitting around $1,000 profit, right? From reward cards, from DC, from SPS, all of these
as
things.
It's all going down.
As it's all going down, right? Exactly. And it hasn't been long. I've been tracking since March, right? So let's quantify that into a monthly number or a monthly average. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
It's over 100 a month.
October, right? So that's 8 months. So let's take roughly 1,000 divided by 8 months. Yeah,
$125.
That's not a bad, earnings. Look, it's not a salary by any means. I won't be able to retire on this. Certainly not. But it's nice. It is a beautiful return. And like you said, I've never experienced something like this in any other game that I've ever played in the history of my gaming career, which started when I was 7 years old. That's, 35 years ago.
Yeah. No, this is gonna be like the coolest thing with our generation is finally being able to like look back at our parents and be like, ha ha! I am gonna have a living.
I'm not wasting my time anymore.
Yeah.
I've actually got something to show for it. Yeah, I've always wanted to say that because I love gaming. I've never been able to. I've never been able to tell them that. Look, I am actually making some money now by playing my game.
Yeah. No, it's great. I got some news today that I'm actually really grateful for too. Let me share this one. I don't know if everybody's completely aware of this, but we actually got notice from Brybro, and in the QA server, they are implementing the changes that I brought up at the town hall.
Oh, interesting.
So Brybro says, I'm excited to announce that we have some battle death updates pushed out on the QA, and you will all take a crack at testing. These battle updates involve applying certain damage factors like Redemption, Earthquake rule set, and Noxious Fumes rule set to all monsters equally before allowing any abilities to trigger, scavenge, or status effects to be removed. As a result, this should discontinue any advantage between those teams in a top or those in the bottom, as the damage factors will damage all appropriate monsters at the same time, rather than applying to the bottom team first and then to the top team second. With that being said, we'd like to ask all the mavs to help us in testing and make sure we don't introduce any additional bugs or oddities with these changes. You can test these changes through ranked battles, challenges, tournaments, and brawls. And then specifically, he goes down and talks here that there are known battle effects due to these changes. One, that the trample ability is now uninterruptible, which is interesting, which means that the trample will activate before any monster dies. So that means if you trample through the first monster doesn't die, you just attack the second monster still. Right? So
okay.
Same thing with like the redemption, it'll just trigger everything first. So like trample will hold priority, I guess, in terms of like using trading card worlds. Trample retains priority, attacks monster in second position before monster in first position dies. I kind of don't mind that, But it's also interesting from the perspective of like if I had a monster, so it's like it's got plus and minus, right? If I had a monster up front that had Fortify, and I killed the thing with Fortify, but then the monster behind him would still have the shields, right? They wouldn't be gone yet. So that's kind of interesting. And then the other one is something I brought up, is that the resurrect ability will now resurrect the first monster that dies in cases where more than one monster dies from a single attack. Trample,
I've
blast,
seen that
redemption.
bug happen quite a few times, right? So 2 monsters die at almost the same time, and then it randomly chooses one of the 2 instead of the first one, which I thought it was supposed to be. I've seen it happen, time and again, not just once. So yeah, definitely a bug that needs to be sorted out.
Yeah, so this will be, I guess this is right off the backs of like the 3 new rule updates. So it's like, we're actually getting gameplay updates,
which is a great sign for me, right?
Mhm.
It's been a long time coming, and too long in my opinion, but I'm happy that we're there. I'm happy that we're there.
Yeah, going back to back on this, I think it's a really big deal, honestly, and that they were able to do this up pretty quick. I thought that was going to take a minute.
Who knows? Perhaps they've been working on it all along, and it's just now the time for things to start coming out of the shop, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I don't speak directly to the developers, so we don't really know what they've been working on in the background all along.
I wonder if this kind of throws everything for a loop as well, like because realistically, we probably have a lot of battle data now that suggests that scavenge is the play in a lot of these games that might not be the play anymore, right? Because you could very easily put a scavenge monster in the back that only had like 2 health or something, and know that it won't die to that first noxious fumes, because you're gonna at least have a couple deaths before it gets back to it, right? Put some meat shields up front, and then you're fine.
It's no longer gonna work like that.
Yeah. But then this also adds a lot of life, I think, to something like redemption. Redemption hitting everything at once. I think that's gonna be really cool too. So yeah, I'm excited. Lorcus said that there was a tournament, and that's what Brybro was saying here. They put a tournament in the QA server, a ghost card tournament, to let people go hash this out over there on the QA server. So we'll see if they break some things, but hopefully nothing breaks, and maybe we'll get this on Tuesday.
Sounds good.
Sounds pretty cool.
That would be. So yeah, that was exactly my question at the town hall, and I was like, nice.
That's monumental.
Did they mention anything about after resurrection poison not applying, and armor and stuff like that applying, or holy shield? They didn't do
nothing about that yet.
Okay.
Damour's trying to break the game.
Well, Damour's bringing up, the inconsistencies in like what effects are applied on like re-entry into the field, and like why at the end of the day, why
doesn't poison apply? Why does divine shield apply? I mean, what is the logic there?
Mm-hmm.
How come the one and not the other? I don't understand, right?
Yeah, it's almost like all the buffs and none of the negs. Like maybe that's how clean the line is. Because I think the only thing.
Matt probably doesn't like any type of debuffs. Probably pissed him off his whole gaming career. So he was like, you know what? This is my game.
This is when I resurrect something, it's gonna be only positive. There is only good things that happen from rising from the dead.
Yeah,
that is the way that it is.
Brand new.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm trying to, because that's the issue that we end up having with like Mimosa, right? Mimosa has affliction, but if you resurrect something, like my opponent, if I'm Mimosa, if they resurrect something, that thing doesn't get affliction then at that point, right? If you successfully resurrect something against Mimosa, it doesn't have affliction anymore. And I'm like, what?
So
like there should be a status check Yeah, there should be a status check every time. Because like when I guess this is something that I've never looked at. Like when you resurrect something and you're Kelia, you get a shield, you get the speed. When you resurrect something as Thaddeus Brood, like if my opponent resurrects something and I'm Thaddeus, do they still get the neg health to start?
Yes.
Or no, it's at 1 health anyway, so you wouldn't see it.
Yeah, maybe it can't go lower than 1 health, certainly. Another thing though, the what do you call the breaking bones thing?
Cripple.
Cripple, right? Cripple does now remain after a resurrect, right?
Yeah.
So there is a negative buff that remains.
Yeah, but that had to be
and that one
recently
was
added.
changed.
Yeah.
That one was changed, right? But it shows that it's not the intention to exclude all negative buffs, right?
Yeah.
Or demonstrates that to me, at least.
We'll chalk it up to them being lazy.
Lazy. Boomer says, I just learned yesterday that you can cleanse a snared monster and make it fly again. And clip your broken wings.
That is news to me. I didn't actually know that was a thing, right? I didn't know it either. I only learned it today, Boomburst. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, that's amazing. There's some interesting strategies that you can do with Resurrect.
Because Cleanse does, remove negative debuffs, and it would be considered a negative debuff, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting, and this kind of comes down to generally what I was talking to Matt about after that town hall. I had a side conversation with Matt, and we really kind of got into what the intention is with some of these. And what was interesting was his responses to intentions weren't so much how he felt it should go in the game. He was literally going lore wise. He was like, when I thought about void armor, right? I kind of thought about it like a shield around the creature that like protects that creature entirely from like being attacked by magic and everything. But like it doesn't actually neg the attack itself, so the blast damage would still be like full. So it's like it's only specific to that creature because it's a shield around that creature. And I'm like, he was putting such visual to it. I was like, that's crazy. So you didn't even like game wise, you were just like, nah, it's a shield around this creature, 100%. I was like, all right, that kind of makes sense.
It means they have actually thought about these things.
That's fair,
right? Which is a good sign.
Yeah, and that's what I asked him. I said, when you do that, just write it down. Like that's the big thing.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
Communicate intention, so that way, like if something does deviate from that, like we the players can let you know, and there would be a comprehensive rule somewhere, so that everybody can study what these things actually are supposed to do.
Bro, you know what's crazy, dude?
Intention.
Matt plays Splinterlands in his mind before we even get to like play, because like he thinks about it first, right?
Yeah.
And then it comes.
That's deep. I see where you're going there. I see where you're going. I wonder how many battles he's played in his mind.
So,
I bet he has a losing win rate.
So, Boobers, are you now saying it doesn't cleanse the net? Or I'm a little bit
Okay,
confused.
similar to crippled, you can't just cleanse a net because it's not.
Because it's not
Okay,
magic.
so he's saying
You're saying
you
it shouldn't
died
be the same.
and you
That's
woke up. Look, hey, look at me, okay? Jesus Christ rose from the grave, where his loins still on, like everything they wrapped him with was still on the thing. Like you can't snare something that's resurrected. That's like the historical documents. Like you're just going after this. Like when you resurrect something, what it was wearing isn't there anymore. Like that's just facts. Like
it comes in naked. It comes in naked.
Resurrecting.
Well, that's I suppose if it's
naked and wet,
in a different spot.
Naked and wet. Just like some Terminator stuff.
Yeah.
Shows up.
Slimy. No, slimy.
Slimy. It comes in slimy, like Neo from the Matrix, right? Pops out of the egg, all gooey and stuff, right?
Just got a look on its face like, no, I'm not going back. You don't know what I've seen.
Oh.
Yeah, so
like
I
it.
don't know if Matt ever thought about resurrection in that way.
Probably not.
What does the resurrection look like? Are they clothed? No, maybe not. Does that have an effect on your opponent? Maybe.
Shock and awe.
Confused. Your opponent-
Confused.
Yeah,
Your,
dude,
your opponent doesn't have a clue what's going on, and they skip around.
they definitely need to make a TV show like Pokemon. Like they need to do it.
It would be good.
Yeah,
knows?
it would be
It'd be good.
It'd be perfect. They got the splinters or the summoners, you know, and then they got the monsters.
They're talking about a comic, right? And that's the start of these
Yeah.
types of
Oh yeah,
things.
yeah.
I can see it heading in a series direction. Think about League of Legends, right? They've made a series, a highly successful series. I can argue
I haven't
that you haven't.
No,
No.
I should.
Not.
What's it called?
Amazing. It is called Arcane.
Okay.
It is probably one of the best recently released, series stories out there. Honestly, better than series that are made for series instead of coming from a game. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, Boomburst just countered my argument, which totally makes sense. They're gonna come back with a snare, like, I guess, like, or if they can't come back with a snare, they can't come back with a shield. Like,
Yeah, they have to come back bare.
Monsters are coming back with shields. They are coming back with divine.
they're
shield,
not coming back with
body
snare.
protection, but
Yes.
they don't come back with snare.
Yes.
Why not? Again, why not poison?
I
Cripple, they
guess
do
it
come back
comes
with.
down
It's-
to
it's-
like,
it's-
yeah,
it's inconsistencies, right? I want these inconsistencies clarified at the very least, or made consistent, right?
Yeah,
so
we should-
everything's treated the same way.
yeah. It should be made very clear by the Splinterlands team what happens on the other side of death, so that way we know generally what they're coming back with, how they're feeling about it, like where their emotional state is. Like all this
Right.
stuff needs to be made really clear.
Yeah, because
like,
listen, bro, like what if your own team attacks? What if that's a thing? Like it
Oh,
can
yeah.
attack your own team. Like
you just
boom,
come
like
back and like
yeah,
you
you
don't
get
remember who
confused.
you were.
right,
And you're
right.
just scared.
You start attack 50% chance to attack your own squad.
I like
What?
this. I
So
like
Superman coming back after Doomsday kills
Oh,
him,
dude,
right?
that needs
Starts
to
attacking
be like a
fascists.
that needs to be like a OP summoner, bro. Like gives the enemy team 25% chance to attack itself.
Ooh.
this. Oh, that would be OP.
Yeah. I think the Resurrectors will have something to
Oh
complain
shit,
about
bro!
with
We
that.
need a magic. We need like a magic card that puts a spell on the enemy, like 50% chance of attacking your own, or like 50% chance of just like self-destructing or some shit, like melting.
I like the confusion idea, right? So an ability that causes confusion, having that monster attack their own team instead of the team attacking the monster. That monster who has been hit with confusion attacks their own team.
Yeah, that's
That I think is something that makes sense as an ability.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I could see that. I think there's a lot of cool stuff they're gonna do with spells, and we'll just kind of end up seeing generally the direction that they go with it. But
Ooh.
Hello,
Hello.
Luke. What's going on, brother?
Oh, shit, nice flannel.
That is a nice flannel. No, you're muted. All right, I gotta kick him. Sorry, guys. Bye, Luke.
Let him live. It was too
Nope,
quick.
he's gone. Now,
Oh, bro,
big
he's
question.
cutthroat. He's cutthroat.
What is he resurrected as? Does he still have the flannel on when I bring him back to life? Or is he
Can he
naked?
talk?
He might be naked. Like, we'll find
I don't
out.
think you would do that.
There you
Ooh, there we go.
Look at these muscles, baby.
What's going on, Luke?
Not much.
Have you been
Not
hearing what we've
much.
been talking about, or are you jumping in cold?
Oh yeah. You guys are ranting and saying everything's crap and like.
Opposite, bro.
Actually, the opposite.
Yeah,
We're
go to
quite positive
hell.
today.
We
we're
have
not positive
actually
today.
talked about hell. Think maybe.
Yes.
Fair.
We've actually spent a good amount of time on why Splinterlands should go into details about what happens after death. For resurrection, but there's this whole context of what they experience after death that I think goes into why they get some buffs and why they don't get others. So, okay, Bulldog's here now. Hi, Bulldog. How
What's
are
up,
you doing
Bulldog?
this evening? Great.
Luke has evolved
It's like, yeet.
into.
I saw a door.
So it started talking about the afterlife, and Luke wanted nothing to do with that. Must
I'm
be
outta
one of
here.
them,
I mean,
must be one of them
yesterday Jim
Jehovah
and
guys.
I were talking about how Splinterlands is a church. So
We did talk about that
Really?
last night.
yeah, that was really
Uh,
funny.
Interesting.
I-
Not quite
we're-
a comparison.
We were saying it's like a cult, community, and then the town halls is the church service.
Okay.
Come, brothers and sisters, gather around. Listen to the greatness of Peg at DEC. Let's go. Can I get a proposal? Can I get a proposal? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Come on up. What do you do for Splinterlands? I do customer service. Thank you for your service. Thank you. Praise Praetor.
Hey, if you tithe enough, you get the promos, right? I mean, like,
Give 10%. 10%.
you're good at that. It's scary.
Oh, the Church of Splinterlands. Let's go.
Moore's is like,
Plastic
what did I
account.
get myself into?
Hashtag blessed account makes a lot more sense
Hashtag-
now.
Blessed account. Nope.
You know?
Like, hey, Uncle Aggie, what do we need? What do we need for a blessed account?
Tithe.
But-
You need to pay the tithes.
Tithe.
More and more tithes.
No blessings unless you tithe 10%. Like, let's go.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Is it only 10%? That's the question.
Goodness.
10% of your vouchers. That's nothing. though.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, like nothing.
No.
Like 5 cents right now. Nothing too
Talk about-
serious.
Like there's that whole side, and then there's like the burning side. The like, oh, we must burn. We must sacrifice too.
I think we should start off with our question of the day for Luke. He also
Oh,
gets
shoot.
an opportunity to share.
Yes,
shoot.
Luke. Question of the day: what gender are you identifying as today?
This is a trap question.
And preferred pronouns, please.
Crap,
We need to get this
so many
right.
options.
I mean, for me today, male.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
you look like one. That's not bad.
How
Anyway,
do you know? How do you know?
you right. Sorry, I should never assume. just assume my gender, bro. Anyway, no, we're so yeah, crypto markets suck. Proposals, rapid fire stuff, Splinterlands, community, crazy. Everybody's weird. So we're having a gratitude stream. And we
Wow.
kind of started talking about the things that we're grateful for. So Damour's grateful for community. I'm grateful for like playing a crypto trading card game. Legacy down there is grateful for GLX, and
Really?
like because I don't know,
What's
he's
up
in
with
the middle of a
GLX?
crypto crash and his thing 2x. So I guess he wins, right?
Did you guys get airdrop tokens? I never got my tokens.
Yeah, you probably
What?
did. If you got
Where?
it, if you in the website.
Yeah, you got to go to Genesis.
Oh, there's a
League.
website you got to go to? I didn't even know there's a website. I'm not.
Oh my goodness, you guys have coins and you probably have no idea.
No, I have no freaking
You're right.
clue.
All right.
Oh, you
don't.
got to stake them.
Well, yeah, I
them.
haven't staked them
Because
yet. We have
listen, there's
24 hours to stake them. Like,
Yeah,
don't
but
let
listen,
Legacy
whoa,
freak you out.
calm
You got
down,
time.
bro. But don't forget about the cool new time token. Like you get for time staked, you get a token, kind of like vouchers.
Yeah, you do. All right. So if you go to goals.genesisleaguesports.com,
Okay, that's what I'm missing.
and if you log in there, and you're like, "Hi, I'm RoguePatton," and you go to log in, it'll probably tell you no, you're not. And it tells you how much you got up there. So I got like 200.
Oh wow, you're keeping them, huh?
I mean, I haven't done anything yet, but like, yeah, I would say like 200 at 7 cents is what? $14?
Sounds about right.
Bro, think about all the Rift Watcher cards you buy.
Yeah, like there's literally nothing. There's nothing I'm gonna buy.
You
for
can buy
14
like
bucks right
one legendary, not even the good
Absolutely nothing. So yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not even like, it's not a big amount, and so I'm just gonna hold it to like Rebellion or something comes up, and I'm like, then I look at my assets, because that's usually how I go about it. I save everything for the most part, LP or stake, whatever I got, and then when the time comes and something happens, and you're like, I should maybe go buy something, I like look at what I have and redistribute. But I don't really like make microtransactions.
He's a hoarder. That's basically what all the hoarders say.
Do not say such terrible things. But yes, I do. I hold it. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. This is like, honestly, my SPS stake, like this is going to be really small compared to what I get for the packs I bought in the pre-sale, because we bought 120 packs.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
In the pre-sale, so we're part of that. What 70 some million, whatever, I don't know. There was a big amount of GLX that was dedicated to early purchasers of packs, so should be a part of that pool, and it'll be way more than what I get from SPS staking. So
yeah, you gotta stake the packs. You gotta stake the packs.
Yeah, whenever they get that live.
That's what's pretty cool about these ones. So you can't really just go and like dump them on the market, because you're not buying them just for the airdrops. Like if you want the tokens, you gotta stake them. So you gotta buy them and keep them.
Nice. Well, I got tokens now, so
yeah. How are you sitting? You doing good?
131, baby.
Nice. But I think like you can't do any of the staking on goals. You have to just go to Genesis League Sports.
Yeah, you gotta go to the other one.
And
Interesting.
League Sports. I don't know where this is. Whoa, look at that.
Nailed it.
Nice.
So yeah, featured games. They got one. That's all right. But yeah, so yeah, they unlocked staking today, and yeah, so far the token did all right after staking.
Well,
did good. So anyway,
there you go.
Luke, what are you grateful for today, brother?
Splinterlands or just in life?
Honestly, anything, man. Crypto, space, like Balthazar, wife, like kids, whatever.
Wow.
Bulldog breathing down your neck.
It's a hard decision now. Now if I don't say wife, then I just look like a bad dude.
I mean, she doesn't watch any of your shows, right?
No, she
doesn't
care about crypto, bro.
Yeah.
The only game she plays right now is Breath of the Wild on the Switch, and that's about it. It's fun though. It's a good game.
Oh, look at that! It's already down to 6 cents. See, missed my moment.
No. I mean, it's because it's tied.
What you grateful for?
Anyways. I mean, I'll go with one within Splinterlands. I think it's really been, it's obviously a rough period for the game and the community, but the thing is, like, I'm still playing it every day. Like, now that I've kind of taken a step back and I'm like, I'm going to care less about the proposals and all these asset value things and just like enjoy what I have.
Yeah.
And now that I especially have this scholarship account, I don't have to worry about my own deck and I'm just renting it out. I'm just enjoying playing the game. I don't know. Like, I'm sure there's lots to still complain about, which we've seen time and time again. But hey, I'm having fun. Every day.
Yeah.
Well, that's
No,
good.
it was the.
If you're back to having fun, I think that's a great sign.
It's a weird thing. Like Web3 gaming is weird when you have this much, not just dedication to a game, but asset investment money tied to it, right? Like it can become a frustration point instead of entertainment. I think it's going to be a
Maybe.
really interesting thing for not just for Splinter, it's just for play to earn Web3 gaming in general.
And that's where I think perspective comes in, because like I don't relate to that. Like at the end of the day, because of like the experience that I've had in gaming and in trading cards in my whole career at this point, the fact that they're worth anything is important. Like the fact that my reward cards I can literally sell for a fraction of a penny is important, because I can't even do that with these physical cards. You know what I mean? Like that stack of bulk, that's not worth anything. It's not worth anything.
There's things you've been frustrated with about Splinterlands or the team's decisions, though.
Yeah, but from a financial standpoint, like I don't think I've ever like come at it from like my stuff is not worth what it should be. F you for your decisions. You know what I mean? Like I come at it more from the lines of, I guess I really counter that point really, because the majority of the decisions are like, man, my assets aren't appreciating. Meh. And I'm just like, bro, just game, focus game first, game.
Well, that would be a lot easier if there was a game.
Bro. This man, he's already on Genesis League.
That's why he's thankful for GLX.
I'm done with Splinterlands.
I don't even like Splinterlands.
GLX is the future.
Listen, bro, they're gonna get everything right that Splinterlands had to like fix while it was going. I mean, and
so that's what you're setting yourself up for. You're putting that
everything right.
Out there?
Everything right, bro. They're gonna get everything right.
Really?
They're gonna get everything right.
Yeah,
everything right that Splinterlands got wrong. I mean,
I don't know what you're.
Did you hear that, Aggie? Better get everything right.
Hey, they're gonna get everything right. I mean, I've got complete faith.
Oh,
no mistakes.
Like it's gonna go perfect. Like no delays, no nothing. Like we're gonna get. I mean,
this whole other game that has to deal with this whole other contract with this real sports league and all these players and the legality. Nothing weird can happen. They're gonna be perfect. All their experience from making fake characters in a fantasy world is gonna carry over to managing real players yearly that update on a yearly schedule. Like, let's be real. Our company hasn't been able to get anything done in a yearly schedule, and now they got to keep a rotating player base.
As long as they get the first thing out before the season starts up next time, I think we'll be good to go, because I think they'll get it down.
You think?
Let's have some faith.
They weren't going to make any mistakes.
Yeah, Rogue, where's your gratitude? This is the gratitude stream. You can't say negative things.
I'm totally grateful that my guild leader is high on hopium.
Copium. It's copium.
Copium. Maybe it's copium. I think copium.
Hey, we just made it to tier 3. We're having a good time.
We're having it. We are. Actually, we're not having a good time yet. We haven't tried it yet. We're there. We're looking at the phrase.
Oh boy, good luck.
They look crazy.
So you're in your first 3-star brawl?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. Well, welcome to the big boys, guys.
This is actually pretty intimidating.
Very difficult up here. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I don't even want to know.
So we just got here. We haven't tried this yet. We were doing really well. I mean, we were constantly first, second place in tier 2, right? But like we're here now, and Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gold foils, 1 bronze, 2 silver, 2 gold. So that's great. My personal favorite is
you're
these
taking a
2
crazy
diamonds, which
one.
is great.
Nice.
But then I jumped in this one because I was the alpha beta fray guy in tier 2.
Gold
the
alpha?
Okay. Okay,
But
gold
this
alpha,
one
wow.
is gold alpha beta promo reward.
What?
So
Why?
I don't know. That's the
Anything that's
first
not
thing.
modern. The non-modern.
Yeah, this
It's
is
not
the
wild.
first thing
It's
when I got
expensive.
You're
here.
looking-
I was like, who the fuck decide this? This is like not a straight step up. So what they have is they have a straight silver alpha,
Yeah.
and then they have this gold
Wait,
level all
Do
the
they have
things.
bronze stuff anymore?
Yeah, two
They
bronze.
have
bronze.
two bronze.
No novice though. No novice.
No novice.
3,
Yes.
4
So,
silvers.
that doesn't make
one of
any
which is
sense to
alpha
me.
only. And then they have
4
1,
golds.
2, 3, 4, 5 golds.
5 golds.
Yeah. So woof.
And then the gold foils: bronze 1, 2 silvers, and 2 golds.
So we've still got 1, 2, we've got. Why do we have all these frays not filled?
I
What's
mean,
going on?
I kind of like.
Well,
I kind of
well, I
agree
mean-
with Snoot case there, though. It's like, why is that? Why do the number of like more expensive frays go up? Like, couldn't they just keep the lower ones and also just add like a diamond or 2 on top of that? Like, for
Yeah.
me and my guild, just as what Snoot case is saying, is like you're gonna screw over some of your players because you have players that were dedicated for bronze and for silver. You know, XYZ.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
Yep. Literally have fabulous bronze and silver players, but only 1 or 2 gold league or higher. So we are staying in tier 2. I mean, honestly, we're probably in the same boat. Like we were doing fantastic in tier 2, but even I think last place in tier 3, we're still going to get way more SPS than we would in tier 2.
For sure.
And
'cause
more
no one's
merits
in
and
tier
more
3.
crowns. Like I just think overall, even losing up here will do more than winning in tier 2.
Except
And we'll
As
get
long
the
as-
slap
fun
around
level.
dragons.
As long as all your members are participating, submitting brawls, and you don't
Yeah.
have open frays, keep that in mind. Because
Yeah.
if you have open frays not filled, it means that those what would have added as a portion to the total prize pool is now no longer being added. It gets excluded.
Yeah.
Rip.
So this is something Hellraven does every time before the thing starts. Is he makes sure he assigns people to frays at that
Because
point.
people
like
are
if
lazy.
people don't jump in, he throws them in and he says, "Go, like
Okay.
be well."
Well,
So
that's good.
I feel
That's
like
good.
guilds are gonna have to start consolidating because like this is so whack. Like how much it is to level up, but how many like just people you need with powerful decks.
yeah. I mean, it's
Crazy.
interesting. 6 frays are silver and less. 6 of 18 are silver
is
and below
A very
non-gold
low
foil.
count. Very low count, in my opinion. I
Yeah,
think
And-
it is pretty low.
definitely increase that.
So if we
Um,
count the gold foils, it's 9. So it's half. Half
yeah,
of the
yeah.
frays are silver and below, which I guess makes sense. If we're talking about it, like if this is level 3, this is middle of the rank, half of the frays are going to be, silver and below, half are going to be above. If the line from silver to gold is the middle of the pack, right?
Virus said.
Say poaching.
consolidating is a nice way of saying poaching.
I mean, let's be real. Like 80% of guilds are YGG now. So
You're damn right.
Right.
Not wrong.
Well, look, I mean, there are some other really large organizations out there. We're not the only one, right?
yeah.
TNA, Immortal Gods,
Yeah, I'm gonna look
even
at
the
the guild
legendary guilds, right? I don't know if you guys noticed the legendary guilds. There are really quite a few of them around there.
Yeah, the yellows.
Yeah, they're the yellow
but-
ones. They're the yellow ones.
So
All right, so Suitcase is saying around 179 SPS per brawl in tier 3, not worth it. But like 179 seems, I guess, maybe a little low. Is that math on 47 active guilds? Because a good amount of these are going to move to tier 4 literally next brawl, right? They're going to move up because they're all ready to. They have their stuff leveled up. They're just staying here until SPS is ready, and then they'll move up to tier 4. So I think this will even drop below 47. I don't know how many people are still coming from tier 2, but
we're going to have a good shot at not getting last place, bro. Like, we're going to have a good shot at getting up there once everyone else pushes up.
I wouldn't. Look, it's certainly possible. I'm not going to say it's impossible for you guys, but our first couple of brawls in 3-star was last place, last place. We've recently placed 6. I think that was our best placement yet. So it's hard, guys. It's not easy.
You're screwed, is what Damour is saying. Quit while you can.
I'm just saying, temper your expectations, right? That's all I'm trying to say.
So I think so 2 things. 1, 26 YGG guilds from what I'm seeing in the guild section. Then also the guild rating to me is so funny on the list because I just realized my Scholar accounts guild is number 7 and we haven't played a brawl. Like
guild ranking is guild ranking doesn't make any sense. It's literally just the average. It's the average ranking that you have in Wild and Modern, and it adds them up for everybody in your guild.
In total.
Yeah. So
what is the point of that?
it is a little bit illogical. I don't really understand how they, what their thinking is in regards to
that. I feel like it should be by guild placements in brawls, right?
You'd think so.
That'd be way cooler.
That would make more sense. Yep. That would make more sense.
Suke says Yasik did it the other day in Brawl Chat. I guess if somebody could find that snip, oh sweet. Yeah, I think he literally just sent it to me. So
I mean, what does Yasik know? His summoner sucks.
Gratitude, Luke.
I'm just kidding. I actually use Yasik all the time.
I've had my butt kicked by Yasik time and again.
I actually like Yasik. I was just kidding. I just know a lot of people don't like the summoner.
Sure. The randomness does, certainly make it. But I mean, there are certain rule sets where it's great.
Right. Well, and you can also use melee. Melee isn't random, and it's super powerful with the extra speed and piercing.
So yeah, exactly.
That's what I use it for a lot of the times.
Yeah.
So what is this?
SPS.
So he's saying the left was tier 3 and the right would be something tier 4, perhaps, or
this is theoretically what last brawl they would have gotten if it was live. Is this
okay? So he's doing the calculations. All right.
This is the calculation based on how many people in how many guilds.
Is there any way we can make those numbers a little bit bigger? I can't see them on the screen. Or perhaps
right was tier 4. I mean, it's the same number. The SPS per guild. There's no way that's a different tier.
Right was tier 4. Okay.
I mean, I'll take 200 SPS. That's fine.
I'll be very happy with 179 SPS. Honestly, that for me is a big score. I know there are some people out there who have land and things like that get that on the daily or whatever, but
well,
I'm not one of those, okay?
I don't know what you guys are deciding as a guild, but kind of one of the things we're talking about is like, what if we just all pitch in like our SPS or at least a portion of it from the guild brawl itself and put it into like a guild liquidity pool or staking system so that we can fund our DEC purchases and our building upgrades. Like I feel like if you're focusing on just how much you're getting as a player, then it's going to seem small. But if like you're reinvesting that back into the guild, then it's kind of fun. At least that's how I see it.
Actually, Legacy brought it up for us that like especially looking at my fray is going to be very heavy in rentals, right? The gold foil frays are going to be heavy in rentals. Potentially some of our diamonds might actually be heavy too. I guess it depends on how well our diamond players are equipped, but like because we're playing above our decks right now, like we're going to be very rental heavy in order to compete. And so the idea was to potentially pool some stuff together to help pay for those. But like to your point, that was something that we did with our YGG Gap rewards, like the Guild Advancement Program rewards that we got last season, was everybody put in some that we got for that first season, and we ended up pushing our Guild Hall from Guild Hall 4 to 7 in
Nice.
just like 25% of our earnings from that. Like we dumped into DEC and upgraded all of our buildings and got that like going really well. So I think that's something we'll probably do again after Gap season 2, and we'll see what that kind of brings us to. But
That's cool, Willie. I like that.
Nice.
yeah, but it's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to try it. At the end of the day, we'll see kind of how it goes. I'm looking forward to seeing what some of the official numbers are. But yeah, I'm of the same mindset that you are, Damour. Like 179 is a good number for me every brawl. Like if I can just get like an extra 100 SPS like every brawl, that would be amazing. That's
Yeah, even with 100,
isn't that
that would be
$7?
Yeah,
Or
that's
no, that's
really
not $7.
cool.
Well,
That's
not when
$4 right
it's
now.
1 cent.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
well, it's dumping right now.
Hey, it's only 4 right now.
As is
It's
the
got a
entire
couple weeks
crypto
to go
market.
to hit 1 cent.
if
Couple weeks.
SPS hits a penny, that's gonna be a crazy day. Like,
Dude,
I
you don't think
feel
it's
like-
possible?
Bro, it's gonna go below a penny, bro. There's only
It's possible,
28%
it's
release, bro.
Dude.
Literally, it's gonna hit 0.0000005 one day, and then
Oh,
go
so you're
back
telling
up.
me DEC is gonna be more expensive? I mean, hey, if that's the way it is, your boy's gonna be an SPS
that was
millionaire.
that was a little exaggeration, but like it's got a long way to go down unless somebody decides to prop it up with some
Well,
money.
then your boy's gonna be an SPS millionaire before we moon.
Watch this space. You heard
Yeah,
it
that's
here.
good. That's good. Get a bunch. Get a bunch.
Gap season. I'm looking forward to my first. Yep, suitcase. I'm looking forward to it too. Yeah, I don't know if I mean we're still actively talking about those proposals or like that concept of how we're like gating people coming in or how we're monitoring success or like having guilds live up to standards within YGG SPL. Like we had another 100-200 messages exchanged today on the topic, and so it gets pretty text wally in there, but still hashing it out. Nothing's been decided yet, so I wouldn't worry about it. Anything's possible still.
I quite like this idea. New phrase coming in, new phrase being
That'd
proposed.
be
cool. Yeah.
New phrase structure, I'm assuming. So in like different.
It would be interesting because I would say from the perspective of our guild, for the most part, we're silver/gold players, but like the gold players we have aren't like untamed gold players. So
Yeah, they're modern.
we're relatively new. Yeah, we're modern players. So, and that's who we kind of surrounded ourselves with. Like, there isn't some alpha beta gold foil whale that's like, I want to go to YGG Legacy.
Yeah, they smell.
But like for most guild, like that's like 0.1% of the accounts. I mean, depending on how many players there's bots, but
exactly.
So
and like they're not going to spread out though,
right?
Like they're not going to spread out.
Gap.
No, they're
like,
all together. So
we can rent.
We can rent.
I mean, in my opinion, you just make guilds mostly modern focus. Because if that's your player base that you're trying to bring in, and you can have a few to reward the better guilds, I guess, that have all the older cards.
The OGs or whatever.
They're still gonna win each guild brawl because they have those 2 or 3 extra phrases that everyone has to forfeit.
I think eventually they're gonna start like selling crowns or selling something. Bro,
oh, no way.
Like, no, bro. Like, what if a new
baby.
player comes in like 3 years from now, right? And like you think they're gonna wait like forever to get it? Like, what? Are you kidding? No,
dude, 100%.
It takes
100%.
forever. It's not just the money; it's the crowns. That's just that they need to give them like a bonus, like 10x
That's the beautiful
crowns
part
for like
about the
10 brawls
process.
or something.
They don't
yeah,
have to jump up to level 5 quick. Like, let's be real.
It's the bottleneck. And it should be there. It should be there. Everybody should put in their time and effort.
That's some socialism crap right there.
No, I feel like
everybody should come in and be able to do whatever tier brawl they want right from the gate.
It ain't bad to give.
I don't
them
want a bunch of level 1 bots
like 10x
in
crowns
tier 5
for like 10 brawls or something. That's like nothing. That's still like you're still doing like 6 months to get the crowns up to even get it. You know what I mean? Like that's a long time.
Never.
I mean, but most players aren't gonna like. Most guilds aren't gonna push to tier 3 unless they've been around for a year plus.
Literally
Anyways.
us.
Yeah, like does it
Like,
even
it's
matter?
taken us a
Like,
year to do this.
I thought I don't know what you guys I don't know if you watched Cryptmancer's or Tales from the Cryptmancer's video on the guild potions proposal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he just
Oh yeah.
wrecked him and but it was like true. It's like why can't just everyone buy potions for their gladiator packs? Why does it have to be like level 8? Like I'm never. Literally, it's gonna take me a decade at this point to ever get the DEC and crowns.
It is very, very high up. I'm not sure why they made it so high up on the list.
And just remove the spyglass. Has anyone ever used a spyglass?
Never.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
No, I mean, well, it goes back to like guilds were set up once, and then they were just walked away from.
Yeah,
you know, it was just like this is what guilds is. All right, moving on, and then like they've never come back, and so this is like
kind of what they did with Splinterlands. Like this is Splinterlands. Now we do tower defense, and then we do GLA, and then we got the virtual.
Time out. He's on
gonna go play soccer.
Okay.
Go play soccer, man.
Go play soccer.
For real conversation though. For real conversation. Did you guys watch Bulldog's video today?
I did.
Not yet.
I did.
Not yet.
Hold on, real quick though.
Okay,
Like,
okay. I needed to get your takes.
let's see. Sorry, brother. Go ahead. I was kidding. What were you saying?
Oh no! I thought we were waiting for Bulldog's video. I watched.
No. We want to hear your point first.
No, that was it. That was
No.
it. There's only a couple
Different
new
topic.
things coming right now. That was it.
He might have been talking the whole time. He might not have even known I booted him.
No, I seen it. I was like, oh gosh, it's over. It's over. I'm gone.
But yeah, no, I did see Bulldog's video today. I did. I watched it. I think I have nothing but positive outcomes to a program like that. All the same things that Bulldog said. Like if that was implemented, it would encourage deeper collections because at any day, like anything could be super powerful. You know what I mean? You wouldn't really know up until that point.
I really like the combo with like if you do like all the Venaris get like if you play them together and get a bonus.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yep. Once
So,
we
like,
get to tribals, that'll be cool.
Team abilities. So a certain set of team gets.
No, so basically, if you didn't watch it, what he was suggesting, I don't know if this was his idea or he was just saying they were talking about it in map chat. I don't know if it came from him or not, but he was saying basically every single day there would be like a buff to certain cards and a debuff to certain cards. So it could be like every Venari today has an extra speed, or all the Death Splinter has, one less health this day. So that essentially their point was like, hopefully bots wouldn't be able to like analyze all the data, and that would throw them off a bit and would give players like a new challenge that day and make it more fun. Hopefully.
Certainly. I like it. I like the idea. I like the concept.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the only thing I'm stuck on is just that, like, that, I don't know. I guess it's something I'm gonna have to do eventually, but having to thumb through my cards all the time and like constantly remembering,
I
like,
think it
what
should
the new
only
ones
be
do,
ranked.
and thinking about like the new ones or like what the new buff is, like having to relearn my deck every time, because like as a trading card player, oftentimes one of the biggest skills that you have is like the intimacy and the familiarity with your deck. You know your deck inside and out. You can play it fast. You can, you can run through your play lines. What? I'm sorry. Do you hear something?
I'm laughing at Suitcase.
But so I think that was like the only thing that I had, is that just having these rules that is like messing with my deck every day.
Yeah.
I don't generally.
Well, that was one of the pushbacks I saw. It was well, there's a couple. There was one, this isn't gonna affect bots, they'll figure it out. Two is kind of what you're saying. Like there's people that are like, well, I don't play 24/7, like, and I'm gonna have to come and relearn the game all the time. And then the third argument was like, the game's already complicated enough. Like, imagine new players trying to figure out this continually
like
changing.
every
So,
day.
those are the 3 pushbacks that I kind of saw as I just read through the comments real quick. But
Yeah, and so, but yeah, that's really all that I had. So like, I don't think it's something like I'm not venomously against it, but I don't. It's not the most palatable right now.
It sounds like a party playlist, you know. Like I don't think
Yeah.
it should be in guild brawls or tournaments, but like that's something that could definitely be like, you know, I don't know. It sounds like it's a party.
it's a party.
Yeah, just go party mode. It's like you got ranked play and then you got party mode.
Yeah.
Just change ranked play. Just call it party
Palpable.
mode. I like that.
Party
Palpable. Is it
Well, why
palpable?
not have a party mode in a ranked
It's not
mode? There should be a more casual,
Well, palatable is like food.
playable
Yeah,
taste,
like
right? Most
easy to
games have
digest,
like a
taste,
casual
like
Yeah.
delicious.
Tasty.
and a
Casual.
ranked.
What's palpable?
I like that.
Palatable.
What are you guys
Yeah, what's
talking about?
palpable?
Come on,
Palatable.
Damour and I
Yeah, dude,
should
I
talk
went-
about the game,
I
guys.
went to a
Suitcase went
restaurant
all-
one time, bro.
Case went all like grammar Nazi on me. Palpable, capable of
Palpable.
being handled, touched, or felt. All right,
That's
that's
the word
that's
he
probably
gave you
what's
that you were
palatable.
looking for.
Palatable is like, bro, I went to a restaurant one time and they gave you a palate cleanser, bro. It was sherbet. And I was like, what is, they give you like dessert in between your meals. And I was like, no way,
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
No
Yeah,
way.
agreeable
That's
to
a
the
thing, yeah.
palate or taste. So yeah, they're both acceptable because I was actually using it in this one, like agreeable to the palate. Like my palate is trading card games, right? So like effing with my deck messes with my palate, right? So
Let's go
like
for Star
I wasn't
Wars.
wrong, Suitcase. You flipping grammar Nazi.
Palpatine,
Wow.
Palpatine.
there it is. That's what you meant.
Well, look, it's just another word to use. I think is
Yeah,
kind of what he would
You can use both.
He said
You
this
can
is
use
a-
both.
There are
I'm
more
not
than one
wrong.
word to describe one thing. That is perfectly okay. But you used more words than one, I suppose. He gave
There
you
you
the
go.
one word instead of.
I'm grateful that Suitcase is well versed in English.
Yeah.
Well, there
But
you
is
go.
it? Is it
Seems like
suitcase or suitcase?
Suitcase.
Well, I call him suitcase.
I like calling him suitcase.
Suitcase is technically how it's written. You are correct.
You know,
Yeah.
now that I see it, it actually just pisses me off.
yeah,
But nah,
The funniest thing was back when I started the Bronze League tournaments and Suitcase was in it. My commentator kept reading it because the I's before the U as slut case. They thought it was an L.
Nice.
There we go.
I was like, wow,
Nice.
there's a name.
Holy
There's a
Okay.
name to say online.
Suitcase.
I don't know if he knew that. I wonder if he.
I don't know
Saw
if
that
you
ever.
knew that.
Just a dominating performance from
Oh,
Slutcase.
the Polak is in the house.
Good morning, Max.
Maka.
Good morning.
Welcome, sir.
Maxima.
Good morning, bro. Polacks don't sleep.
But yeah,
They're-
so very
they're
exciting. This is going to
24/7
be our
people.
first tier 3 brawl. Very exciting.
It was the Zen Sports Bronze East Rookie League or whatever it was called.
Yeah, that was
Back
we
when
did like 8
tournaments,
of them.
yeah, back when tournaments were cool because I was running them.
It's pronounced suitcase.
Yeah. I think when you were running that tournament, you weren't even hooked on tournaments yet, were you?
I was coming at it, yeah, less of playing tournaments myself, but more of like
Yeah.
I like hosting esports stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like it's missing from the tournaments is like it doesn't have to be what I did, but like there's no recognition of like how like what's your record in tournaments or progression like a point
Yeah.
system throughout, you know, like those are the types of things like I want to see like a 2-month season of, you know, X tournament that you know, you can create storylines. There's no storylines right now. It's like cool, I want a bronze modern
You
tournament.
won more
I got
Splintoshi.
SBS, sweet. Like that, it just stops there, you know. Like
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in earning things right now, and there's nothing more.
Yeah, that's what we
but
need. That's what we need to get away from, bro. We just need the game.
We just need the game, bro. As he's like, my GLX tokens are earning. He's like, Splinterlands, go back to being a game. But on this new project where you know everything and you're not going to get anything wrong, let's
Nah.
earn.
I'm real excited about GLX. Like I'm gonna buy a lot of packs real soon here.
Do you have to
Nice.
combine players like in Splinterlands?
Oh, probably. Are you kidding me? Ponzi.
Probably. I got no idea. No idea.
You have to get like 100 Ronaldos to combine them to make it into like
No, well, there's different.
a
There's
mega
different.
Ronaldo.
Listen, bro. The foils are actually gonna mean different. They're gonna like play different on the field, right? So like, there's gonna be like a no foil card, and there's like 5 different foils, right? And there's like
A
gold
novice,
foil.
a rookie,
Yeah. All
an
types of shit.
experienced player.
It's just
No, I think it was they
And-
have like different weather abilities, right? So like
Yeah.
your blue, red, and
Right.
whatever foils, they all do something
Do
for
different
different
stuff.
weather.
Yeah,
different
but-
weather.
Yeah,
Well,
no, it's I don't know.
it's
Well,
gonna
we'll
be
find
good,
out.
bro.
That's a sports thing,
It's
right?
gonna be
Affect-
good.
Weather affects
Yeah.
sports, I suppose.
And you can like level up your cards by playing and stuff. You know.
Yeah, we'll
I just
see.
feel like combining humans together sounds weird to me.
I mean, that's how you procreate.
That's how you make soccer players better.
That's how you make sense.
You gotta breed them.
It's actually the opposite. When you combine humans in real life, you get more humans, not less.
So
Oh,
when you're starting the GLX show,
How does that work?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
You combine humans together, they become parents, so they have no more life. They can't play soccer anymore. They got to raise their child.
Yeah,
What?
their
Yeah, you
child can play soccer, and oftentimes
Well, in,
will
like,
because that's like
15
the only
years.
sport 5-year-olds play.
I played t-ball.
T-ball. Right? Is that what you
do
call
love
it?
T-ball.
At that age. Okay.
I do love it. But yeah. So what else? Anybody else grateful for anything? Suitcase, what are you grateful for? You didn't say what you were grateful for. You just jumped in here and started making fun of my English.
How about you, Fox? How about Max
Great.
Monka?
Grateful
That's
for a sub 1,000 license if anyone wants to grab it.
are
We
some
actually
available.
did today. The YGG SPL
Dang,
sub DAO
good for
picked
you.
up another license. We've got 11 now.
And that all goes to
Um,
your guys' pockets, right?
Well,
That goes
in-
straight to
it goes to the
Rogue's
DAO.
pocket.
It goes to the DAO.
Right to Rogue.
Not directly to anybody specifically.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's just more compounded assets.
Yeah,
at
we
this point.
have like a node share program where we just like pass around the nodes.
You get it for a day. You get it for a day.
Like sign up
Suitcases.
for our node shares, start sending nudes. It's like, damn it, why can't you read? No nudes, nodes.
Are we
Send me
gonna
your
send some?
nodes.
Also just
I'm
one.
an ungrateful see, well, that's why we're doing the show. Is like you have to be grateful for something. Like it's always one thing.
Not.
Even if you're grateful for being ungrateful, like you grateful then. Boom. Reverse psychology. Max says we don't do grateful. Oh,
Bro,
Oh.
there's 2 of them.
Wait. Yeah. Let's
He's
see what I'm
Polish.
really grateful for here. Let me share my screen.
All right. Let's
By the way,
go.
did you get
Okay.
these?
You seen it?
I
You
gotta
seen
approve
this?
it.
Oh,
Not
Gotta
yet. Not
approve
yet.
it.
But
Does this mean I get to see it first?
yeah, we're about to be real grateful.
You're
Yeah,
frozen.
let's go.
I'm
Show
frozen.
me the money.
Can you see it?
You're back.
10 diamond chests. Wow.
Oh, claim
Okay.
them.
ooh,
We're gonna
diamond.
get big money, baby. 5 KSPS. I'm feeling it.
You feeling it? Okay. Well,
Are
you know
you
it is a lottery,
feeling
and I do
it
believe
now,
it's been won
Mr.
this month
Fred?
already. So
I feel like I've never opened good things with you guys, so
Yeah, let's
That's
keep
what
it
I
going.
Let's-
Comments,
Gosh, I know.
comments,
No.
comments.
wait, the same kind. What the?
Let's go.
Come on,
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! What is
Let's go,
Oh,
comments.
the
Yeah.
lion.
He's like reaching for his
we
button.
needed.
He's like, roar.
Woo! Let's go. Oh yeah, let's get.
Oh, you
guys
can
are
get
gonna
less
be-
than
Minimum-
3.
the
Cool.
Wow.
minimum. The minimum.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh, there we
You're
go. We're
welcome.
grateful.
You're welcome.
All right. All right.
Nice.
Grateful
what
for my
can I
wife.
say except you're well?
Oh.
I'm grateful that my wife
Hey.
of 16 years that puts up with my no help around the house.
Is she forcing
And
you to say
playing
that
video
right now?
games all night.
Is she standing behind you?
Dude, amen, brother. Amen.
Man.
That's
Dude, behind every great man is a woman that's scorning at the back of his head. That's what's happening.
good.
But no,
Interesting.
dude, that's awesome. That's an awesome thing to be grateful for. I'm super grateful for my wife. She's been super supportive on this journey of mine as well. Like I can kind of talk to her about Splinterland stuff a little bit, and she kind of, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I showed her the crypto market today, and
I,
she's like, oh, that's a lot of red. And I said,
Yeah. It's time to
I said,
buy,
yeah.
baby.
indeed
Time
it
to
is. Indeed
buy.
it is.
She looked at me. She's like, are we doing okay? I'm like, yeah, we're all right.
We're insulated.
Yeah, I mean, I got some more Bitcoin to buy this week. Come on, let's go.
Let's
Well,
go.
that's good. That's good.
No, just
Yeah.
wait a little bit.
I can't play with
13K.
Bitcoin, so it's not part of
13.
my portfolio.
Oh, really? You don't play with Bitcoin at all?
I don't.
I just
can't
use it
play
as
with
like a fake
Bitcoin.
retirement fund.
For now, that's what it seems
Like, you know, you got like your real retirement fund, and this is like my fake retirement fund. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
this
here's
is
like
the one that
$100
the lawyers
Bitcoin.
don't know about.
Yeah. No, I just mean like it could, you know, it might mean nothing ever, but here's like $100 Bitcoin, sure.
Nice.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
100%.
Beautiful.
100%. Yeah, because like I mean, the mistress is gonna come looking for something when you die, so it's nice to have something aside.
She'll get life insurance.
Ooh.
But no, it's a good thing to be grateful for. Max, you can't get out of here and tell me that polls are just whiners. Nope. You're a grateful man. What you grateful for today?
Well,
Also, virus, you didn't say anything either. What are you grateful for?
yes.
Ooh.
Virus, what you grateful for? But yeah, no, I think the game developments that they're coming up with, I think that would be really cool if in the next town hall, if they gave us that new update and we were able to have noxious fumes and earthquake all resolve at the same time. That's gonna be game changing.
That is for sure. And I mean, it's finally the gameplay stuff coming in, you know, that we've been waiting for, or some gameplay stuff. Perhaps not all of the things we've been waiting for, but certainly some of them.
Yeah, Max got 9 hours of sleep last night. That's honestly, congratulations, brother. Like, good for you. I'm jealous.
Good one, bro.
I'm jealous. This guy down here.
What are you pointing
Flipping
to?
kept me awake till 1 a.m. Flipping was like, oh, I'm just gonna stream on my own. It was you, Luke. I got off.
Oh, you're pointing at me. I thought you were pointing like the corner of your room, bro.
You.
No, it was Jim. Jim came. I was planning on like stopping, and then Jim was like, "Oh,
yeah, you were. You were just like,
here, you know." Yeah, like you're here, so I guess.
I'm here.
Let's keep going. Why not?
Yeah, it was like 1 a.m. and I'm like, no, wow. I'm out. Bye. Like, and before Jim came on, Luke was like, yeah, I'm gonna be on for like 10 more minutes. And like the only thing I was thinking was like, I wonder if wifey's wondering where he's at.
Yeah.
So, why isn't that stream over yet, babe?
It's fine. It's fine. No big deal.
Nah, it was pretty good.
It was fun.
It was pretty good. Oh, Jim's here. All right, guys. So thank you very much for joining us tonight.
That's so terrible.
Appreciate you guys. It's been an awesome show. We've been at it for a minute. So let's go ahead and just wrap this up, guys. Come on, quick.
Okay. Well, everyone go follow H&H. It's
No, I was kidding. Like
it's an HVAC company.
it's an HVAC company.
Suitcase says I got to go check out the diamond leaderboard. Let's go check out the diamond
just go to
leaderboard.
champion if you're on the diamond leaderboard,
right?
Well, let's talk about the Lux Vega. That's gonna push people to diamond, bro. Like that's really good. Like I feel like if they don't keep making neutral summoners, that'll just be like one of the most valuable cards ever.
Yep.
Ever.
Because isn't it maxed already? Or no?
It is.
That's some confidence, bro.
Like it's
I'm
gonna be
with you
so
there.
used.
Oh, look at you! Look at this guy. 232 out of 116.
Eight case.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rating system is broken. There is something fundamentally wrong with it, how it works right now. It is extremely difficult to climb at those higher levels because there are so few players. And when you get matched up against somebody that's lower, you lose an insane amount. You need to play 3, 4, 5 games in order to make it up. They do need to rework it. It does require some attention, certainly. I agree.
Yep. Yeah, hopefully, hopefully they
Oh, it's an after hours show,
But,
Max Maka. They dress up and they dance around and shit.
Show what AM are you talking about?
We do drag.
I'm still pretty sure nothing good happens after 12 o'clock. So
Hey, it was only my 10, so it's fine. Rogue was the only naughty one.
It was fine. It was only 10 for me.
Yeah. I'm fine.
But yeah, no, it was fun. Yeah, Luke was just doing a random stream last night. Like I was about ready to sign off and go to bed, and I saw you went live, and I was like, oh, so jump over to Luke's gaming. Luke's gaming. Luke doesn't do Splinterlands anymore.
Yeah, let's get a new name. What name should we make it?
Just change it up again.
change the name again?
I change it to like RoguePatton.Luke.
Okay.
RogueRiggsMyChannel.com. No.
I like it. It's got a ring to it.
Yeah, I've got 2 tournaments I still got to do tonight. Oh, I guess here. Let's do that. All right.
Why are you doing them right now, bro? I'm playing right now.
Yeah, I don't really need to. I don't need to get off.
Oh, is that what we're gonna do? Let the audience do your tournaments. Pick your team.
Thanks for joining us.
Let's do it. Yeehaw, brother. All right, so we got these going. Where's my thing? I still got that thing up there. Boom. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna do tournament stuff. So whatever you guys want to talk about. If you guys want to talk about this stuff, if you want to talk about whatever, I'm grateful for this. I want to do this before I go to bed. So I made day 2.
Oh, dude, you're 7-4. Come on, bro.
Yeah, just very chill, snuck in there, like just super snuck, just right in there.
I mean, why even play round 2?
Oh, because when you go 7-4, that's the messed up part. When you go 11-0 like day 2, and you're just like, yeah. one of my podium finishes is off of a 7-4 day 1, and like I ended up going 11-0 day 2, and I was like, let's go.
Wow.
And it was at the Wild tournament or a different one?
No, I don't think I've podiumed the Wild tournament. The only ones that I podiumed were
top
the
10
Chaos,
though. I thought
the Chaos and Rift Watchers.
You had a really good Wild finish. You had like 130 SPS. I thought one of those.
Yeah, it was once.
It was like top 10 or something.
They happen occasionally, but the ones I consistently are closer to the top is the Chaos and Rift Watcher ones.
Bro, you have a Quadus? Who uses a Quadus?
A man who is compulsive and has to own every card at max level. So that's
good
me.
Luck.
That's me.
You only need 20 grand.
Let's see, 56
for gold.
Isn't it like what's the max deck of Chaos and Rift Watchers right now? Isn't it around 10K?
In Diamond, yeah, it's 8.
It's like
6K. Regular
6. I think it's 6K for Chaos Legion and like 4.5 for Rift Watchers or something. They're like actually pretty close, even though there's so many more Chaos Legion cards.
Because Rift Watchers is so much more expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. Faux show.
So, Thorns only got blue. But like, if they're all Rick, I'm kind of screwed. Where's
We did Virus. In fact, we had a little discussion about it earlier. Perhaps you were not with us yet at that stage, but we did have a little bit of a discussion about Bulldog's video and the daily changes.
We didn't vote on it though. What's our vote?
I vote against.
Wow.
No,
Rogue's against the idea. I'm not against or for it, to be honest with you. I'm kind of neutral at the moment. I like the idea as a concept.
Don't do that.
I like the idea as a concept. I do think there may be other things that it impacts, like some of those, questions pointed out. I think something more, or perhaps a little bit more thinking needs to be done in regards to
For
this
sure.
specifically.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I can
seemed
see it.
kind of a spur of the moment idea thrown out there. Maybe it needs to be massaged for a bit.
Mm, I like
Needs to be. It would
massages.
spice things up for sure.
It would,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it would make things more complex in already complex games where new players are having a hard time to play.
But is there new players? So maybe it doesn't matter. You know, like let's just make
If
decisions for ourselves now at this point.
if we don't have new
I
players, then
like that.
that
I
concept
like
goes
that.
out the window. Agreed.
Just
Ultimately,
make
though,
decisions
we
for ourselves.
need to choose: is the 20,000 players we currently have, and that's probably overestimating it a bit, is that enough for our community? Is that enough players to sustain us in the long run?
It's enough, in my opinion. Is it
It
enough
can
for
be,
asset appreciation? Probably not.
Yeah,
probably not. Probably not.
I've come from small like gaming communities. Like they can
I
totally
can't
be
fall
sustained
down.
without any player growth if it's just a dedicated group that's like sticking to just
Investing and purchasing,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
carrying
20K
behind.
daily players is not bad for it's pretty
Like
solid, small but solid.
the funny thing is, like I see this in. I won't name names here, but you see
No,
this in
name it.
videos all the
Spill the
time where you're like,
beans.
okay, all right, fine. I've seen this in discussions of Dwayne's videos where people are like, yeah, this is what the assets are now, but imagine if we had 1 million players. And it's like, do you realize the numbers of like game like this? I'm just looking at Steam charts. Top game CS:GO, 350,000 current players.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
top game on Steam.
yeah.
Like,
That's like all the people like looking at like Shiba Inu and they're like, but imagine when it's $1. It's like, what?
Yeah, but like how much
What?
money's
What
got
that
to
really
go in for
means?
it to make $1? It's
like,
crazy.
let's
However,
see.
there
Can you
has been
find?
games who has had millions of players, right? World of Warcraft was one of those
Sure.
games, but it is very
Yeah.
extremely rare. I hear you. It is not a standard thing. But I mean, even if we hit 100K, I think that'll make a very, very big impact on our game.
I mean, Hearthstone, to be fair, says active players over the last 30 days, 4.5 million. I don't know if that's accurate, but
Really? Wow,
that's
that
not
is a
that
really large number. I didn't realize that they were so big still.
that seems wrong, but let me see if I can find a different site.
Is that like
Um,
unique players over the month or?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's not unique. It's hard to say.
If we could get up to old school RuneScape levels, I'd be super happy, bro. Because they still pull like 110K users a day, daily.
wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a large number. For me, 100K, I think, is a large
Yeah,
community of
solid,
players,
really solid.
right?
October.
I think we would be very, very in a very good position if we had that amount of real
I mean,
players.
Honestly, I feel like they're neglected the game just like a tiny bit, trying to branch out into all these different things, which is awesome. Like, I think I mean, like, I think the game, like, I mean, I just think they're trying to build the brand, like, and I wouldn't be too mad if we got like costumes and shit, Let's get a brand going. Like, let's get costumes out there. Like, let's get some comic books and shit like that. Like, I mean, let's I mean, let's go real wide with it. Let's get some TV shows and shit.
Yeah, those things take a lot of time and money, though.
Oh, we have Nate.
Bombardment of all the new products
So-
was a bit much.
If you think about it, like I used to play a ton of League of Legends. It took them 10 years before they made their second game. It took them 10 plus years to now
Yeah.
finally put out like a quality it's not an anime, but whatever, animated show or whatever you want to call it.
Sure.
It's like how many games have actually reached like worldwide brand recognition? It's not easy.
It isn't. It is a very difficult task. So, and we're not there. We're years away from that.
All right, I was looking at it wrong. So Steam charts it's 350,000 current players for CS:GO, so peak 1 million. So over a month, I'm sure they have a few million players, but
Okay.
still, like Hearthstone, 4.5 million. That's still like the top card game ever online, So
For sure. Digital
we
card game.
definitely have room to grow, but
Oh yeah.
to expect a million players soon, I think is very unrealistic.
It is unrealistic. I don't see that anywhere in our near future, honestly.
5 years, maybe. Sure, yeah. I hope so.
If things go well for us, yes, I do see that happening. But I mean, then we make stupid decisions like burning Chaos Legion packs, which I have voted on that one. But anyway, I guess I'm the lone voice that was the no.
No, I voted no.
Actually, I'm curious. Has anyone gone through and like, I know there's the total is like 77% for, but I wonder how many is there a way to like look at the breakdown of like how many actual individual votes voted yes versus no versus just like the top SPS holders voting yes? I don't know. I don't know if someone could pull that data, but it'd be really interesting.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got away with that one. I've beaten Ulrich twice with non-Ulrich Magic teams.
I'm seeing a lot of yeses even at like 100k SPS.
Yeah, eventually we're gonna need like an electoral college or some shit because people got too much SPS. two representatives from each guild.
All the witnesses.
That's kind of how Illuvium does it. I don't know if you guys have seen Illuvium's governance, but it's quadratic. So the more you get, like, it doesn't actually increase your vote as much, like just as like a flat, like with SPS. And then like it's super weird system where they like vote essentially 5 council members with that governance vote, and they kind of make decisions. I don't know. It's super weird. I guess not.
I like that concept, honestly. I don't think that the amount of a token you own should give you more voting rights. I think as a person playing this game, you should have a vote, but you're one, or if you are owner of 20 million SPS, there's no more value to your 20 million than my 10K, right? I have a vote and you have a vote, and our voting power is equivalent.
You have more invested into the game. So like I get what you're saying, and I get the other side of the argument of like, well, if I own $1 million worth of SPS and someone can just screw me over and just outvote me with $1 of SPS. Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know what a good solution is.
In a perfect world, it would make sense more, but like not everyone's perfect like me and you. So I mean, we can't expect the best.
I never said that. I'm not perfect.
I never.
Lots of mistakes.
I did. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got you.
Damour is perfect. You heard
hell no. I cannot make that claim. But yeah, look, I hear you. More investment. They feel entitled that they have more say or should have more say from their perspective. I hear you. Something to be said for that.
I don't know what the right answer is. I think we're so early in this space that there is no right answer. Everyone's just throwing out different things and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, that's a good take. That's a good take. So that's how it feels. Everybody's got opinions, but we really don't know what the right answer is yet.
We may never will.
What's interesting though, like as I've been a part of like this journey now, I like this bear market. I feel like these big dips that we've had, like yesterday and like the one before, they're all triggered off of events that are happening in the crypto space. Like we were chill a little, like we were a little chill, like we were at equilibrium, we've been there for a minute, and then this event happened that like plummeted us. It was the same thing. It was like when Solana collapsed, like that was or not when was it Solana? It wasn't Solana.
Luna.
Luna. Yeah.
Luna.
And Celsius.
And Celsius.
Yeah. Like these things like happen, and then it's like, bruh.
Yeah.
Now I wonder if Binance is going to honor this. What was it? They said that Sam said they were going to give 70% of the the like holdings back to the Celsius people or some shit, 60%. I wonder if Binance does go through with the acquisition. I wonder if they'll honor that too, because they probably will, because they want to look good. But I wouldn't buy that shit. It's a bad deal. It's a bad deal.
Who knows, man? It's a crazy freaking world.
Yeah, it's
Crazy
just
world of crypto.
interesting. Like, is this how normal? Like, is this how bear markets go? Like when we were kind of climbing, it was just like a steady climb. I can't remember like big events that pushed the whole market up. It was just,
I mean, last year was anything that Elon said or didn't say. So.
I guess.
He sends out a tweet and causes chaos in either way.
For like a whole like year or two, it used to be like China would trigger a big sell-off every time they would ban it, but they've been banning it since fucking 2000. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like every time China's been, we don't give a shit what China does. Don't give a crap.
I mean,
and we just got banned from YouTube. Thanks, Hellraven. Jeez. Now I can't do my TikToks.
In his defense, I also dropped an F-bomb earlier. So
we can drop. You just can't criticize the CCP.
China.
Yeah, don't criticize
China. Don't say bad stuff about
Don't say bad stuff about China. China's the best country ever. Thailand's not a real
saying
country.
Bad stuff about China is like saying the vaccines worked.
Oh my.
Now we're really going for it. Okay, let's try.
All right, well,
right?
I gotta head out. But I actually do have to head out.
All right, Luke.
Yeah, I think we've been at it for long enough, guys.
Just leave Bulldog up for us, Luke.
Okay.
Yeah, on your guys' way out. I don't know. I'm on a 3-0 streak. I'm just gonna stay doing this.
Cheers, guys.
Doing it live. This is great.
Cheers, Luke.
All right, see you
All
guys.
right, bye,
Have a
Luke.
good night.
Peace, man.
Thanks for stopping out. All right, let me do this battle and then I'll sign us out. I gotta do this last one.
All right.
Divine Shield and Fire. What is this? Fire and Regret. Oh, that's nice. I like that name. But yeah, the Return Fire.
The Return Fire one. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So we don't really have. I think the only amplifiers that we have.
Thanks everybody for the support. It's been awesome.
Go Rogue. Thanks, Max.
You're on fire.
Oh, it feels good so far. We don't have any amplify.
You don't? Why don't you have amplify?
Because it's bronze. It's bronze.
Bronze.
And so stuff just doesn't amplify in bronze. Like only Dax, I think, has amplify.
Yeah, non-existent ability in bronze level.
So, which I mean, realistically, we could probably do something like that anyway. But I feel like Mylor is the play here.
I think it's a good bet.
Yeah, you must feel
magic. They may go magic as well, though. So that's possibly.
So I mean, if we can do the traditional psychic Mustang, or we go. Let's see, with Return Fire and Divine Shield, that's where. I think white's still a better call. I think if I go.
I would go Ilsane, honestly.
Yeah, right. For the speed, even though we already got the Return Fire.
Even though you got the Return Fire, you got the Holy Protection already. So I think that's probably your best bet in life if you want to go live.
It's the best bet in life. Damour's life advice. So let's see. I like our sneakers. I don't know how many we can get in here, though. And then we've got... 0, 0. Something like that. This in the back. This here. Oh, does that work? Do I have the Queen Mycelium, right? I do.
Yeah, but she doesn't have the
you only got 10 seconds left, bro.
Yeah.
Gotta go with us.
I just don't think the I don't know, Queen with Mylor. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Queen Mycelia
He's
with
going-
Mylor, I think, is the better.
So
the
they
better
would have given
play.
you 2 armor. I think that may have been a
Ooh,
good bet.
no, this will be fine, I think.
He's got
He's
too much
gone with
thorns.
ranged, which is a little bit strange. Only 1 range though, but still, he will get killed after 2 rounds. Or 1,
So
if you have the Dumaki.
I think he has too much thorns.
we'll find out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the tank
way
in
too
the
much
front is going to
thorns.
get you. The tank in the front is going to get you.
Oh yeah, I gotta flipping.
Chickens, man.
Chickens.
Yeah, no.
Boo, thorns. And that's what I was looking at it, and I was like,
Yeah.
man, I still think just the thorns is the right call.
Thorns was a good choice, apparently.
The problem is I don't have a lot of the untamed like cards at level for any of this, so like just making that call, like my Mustang's a starter, Failed Summoner's a starter. I don't have the Wood Nymph rented, so there's just
I'm
a lot
the
of
same.
cards that I'm missing for that low mana green team.
Excuse me.
Same boat as you, but I don't have any untamed cards. I've got 1 BCXs of a little bit. You know, when I started, that's the time when Untamed was starting to climb, and I purchased 1 BCX cards of some of them, but very, very few. I'm a Chaos Legion Riftwatcher guy. That's where I have.
I'm a modern guy, bro. You're not gonna catch me
I'm a
with those
modern
old timers.
Well, look, I mean, I'm not going. I don't say that I wouldn't like to have an Untamed collection, but it's out of my reach at the moment. It isn't affordable for me.
Yeah, it's just too much, too expensive.
It is. It is.
I mean, and
pricey.
I don't really. I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel like. I feel like owning assets is one thing for the rewards, but I just feel like there's got to be some, like, truly like free to play game, like play. You know, like I feel like ghost card tournaments are going to get more prevalent. We don't know what esports is going to look like. I can't really see, you know, if we're going to try to get these big esports teams, I can't really see, you know, telling them to go buy all these gold foil cards and shit to compete in these gold foil tournaments and stuff. So like I feel like there's got to be some sort of, you know, like, I don't know, lock the rewards behind the asset ownership, but like unlock the game, baby. Unlock the game.
Put the Void Shield up front here, and I literally can't get through it. I need 5 strikes with this long tail before I can get through it. And I've already resurrected once. That's my second resurrect. I got to get 3 more hits in before this thing dies, or else I lose.
Everything 1 damage. He's gone
Yeah.
double silence.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That hurts. That hurts.
No, I think it was just the 1 silence.
Silence
But,
is
yeah, it was
the
enough in bronze.
The psychic doesn't have silence in
No.
bronze. Okay.
Yeah, in bronze, like there's not really a lot of times you got to go doubled up on anything, but no, I'm with you. I'm with you, Peanut. I think there should be at least some free aspect to the game because, you know, just training period would be necessary. But
Yeah.
all right, guys, I'm gonna finish up this tournament. Let's go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys very much for coming out. I hope everyone's in a good headspace today. That's kind of generally what I wanted this stream to be tonight, was a place to come refresh, recharge, and, you know, just be able to process, you know, what's happening and come out of it grateful for what we have, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, the crypto market and being in the crypto space has us constantly in this like FOMO, like always wanting what
FOMO.
was or what is, and like really not letting us be present often. I don't think crypto does a really good job of promoting people to be present, right? We're always waiting for the appreciation, or we're in hindsight looking at what things were, or like the moves that we didn't make, right? But hopefully everybody has something that they can ground themselves in, and you can be present and enjoy the moments that you have here while you have them. And I think Splinterlands is one of those. Splinterlands is a game that keeps me grounded, keeps me present, and keeps me in today. You know, I don't really worry about, you know, what tomorrow or what yesterday was. At the end of the day, like I'm playing this game that is, you know, doing wonders for me right now. And I'm surrounded by people like this, you know, awesome people that I have been super blessed to have stumbled into this awesome group, and everybody in the chat just super blessed to have, you know, been thrust into this community. Like, you guys are amazing, and keep coming around, you know.
Yeah.
Moments like this are hard. Some of us, this is our first time. Other of you guys have done
Noobs.
this before. So, you know, like, help each other out and be there for each other. But, you know, community first, stay grounded. And, you know, that's my message. Damour, you got anything?
I just want to say thanks for the support, everyone. You know, thanks for coming around to the show. Thanks for the active chat. We really appreciate you guys, you know, your input, your views, your perspectives, even though they are sometimes different than our own. We do value them. And yeah, thanks.
100%. Hellraven,
Give me a second. I'm picking my nose.
get it out.
No, I'm just,
You
I'm
go
just,
digging. There's no
Gold
money on the
digger,
crypto
you.
market. You find gold elsewhere, buddy.
I'm just kidding. No. I mean, you know, I don't do sign outs.
So,
Great sign out, bro.
Damour
All right,
the
guys.
merrier legacy.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you guys next time. Join us Saturday. Join Damour Saturday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, for the first Asian European weekend challenge, and then join us for the second weekend challenge of the day at 10 p.m. that same night. So we will see you guys this weekend. All right?
Join Damour when his head's at his shiniest, bro. At 6 a.m. for the weekend
Just
challenge.
fresh and ready
Yeah.
to go. All right, homies. We'll see you guys.
Cheers, guys.